Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. And today we have the beautiful Iris with us. She was out doing side quests again. Uh, so today we're gonna be talking about it. Welcome to Derry, episode 5. I believe my prediction was right. We did get introduced to Pennywise in this
Mm-hmm.
episode, so might as well go away and start off. Iris, what did you think of this episode?
So I would have to say is that this episode, because your prediction was correct, um, I love the buildup they gave us to this episode. Like they kind of teased Pennywise, throughout the episodes. They mostly just showed the signature buck teeth, but like we finally get to see him this episode. And I want to say my biggest high was his deception in this and manipulation was top tier. Like, usually he tries to lure you and it's like he can't hold off but to present himself. And this time, like, he really like planned this out, prolonged it, you know, and and the tension that you get from the first couple episodes till now, was I think beautifully done. But I also feel that my biggest low for this episode was that because we finally get to see him, I feel like if we're on episode 5, that means we're almost done with this season.
Yeah, 3 more episodes.
I know, because they always wait to really give you what you want toward the end, and it's just a way of saying we're almost done. Like, and that upsets me because I want more, like so much more. And this episode is giving me that. Like I stated, we're almost done. We're almost at the end of this season, so we're finally presenting him to you.
No, it's showing that it's building up as far as the episode go. Like like we get into that big event that's about to happen, and
Hmm.
like one thing I like what you said is how he uses his power to manipulate people, even pretending to be one of that kid
Hmm.
when he and you know and playing around with people's mind. Uh,
Hmm.
Overall, again, the tension building up, just making you wonder what is he gonna do next. And it seems like one thing I want to know is what's gonna are they gonna do like a kind of like a flashback of how he got the persona of you know Pennywise? How did he come about? Did he see somebody, or he just took the form? Because that's one thing I want to see as far as this show goes. Like, how did he
Hmm.
decide to take the persona of Pennywise? The overall, like again, the acting is great. I don't know if it's the acting. This one character, like, I just can't stand her for some reason. Lily.
Yes, she just
It's
seems so weak.
it's not.
Like,
It's just like even the last episode prior to that, but it's just I don't know. I just something about her just annoy me. Even Ronnie's trying to get. I know she wants to save her dad, but it's like the kids are making sense. Like if we go to the cop, they're not gonna believe us. But she's like, let's go to the cop. Let's tell them I'm trying to save my dad. Like, come on, Ronnie, get it together.
yeah,
Like you're not
yeah.
making sense. Uh, but Pennywise is when they got to the store, it just show you Pennywise is not fucking around with them kids. Them kids getting it left to right. But
No.
then you go to the bigger mystery with the tribes, uh, as far as Taniel, who was already captured by the army, like them using Holloran's power to just find out about the whole how Pennywise is caged. Now find out how Pennywise is caged, and they're trying to use him as a weapon. And Rose tells Shaw that you can't control him, but the army they want to use him as a weapon, which is it's just stupid in itself.
Yeah.
But I wonder how that's gonna turn out for the military. But now that Holland, his son will, if you don't know, he's forgot who's dad in the It movie. The kid's dad in It movie. That's his dad when he was
Yeah,
younger.
they're all related in some way. Even Bowers, because remember Bowers, the sheriff, his what is it, grandson ends up being the little asshole that beats up on the loser kids. So there's a connection to each of the children to the movies. It's either father or great grandfather or grandfather or whatever. Someone's related to somebody. And
And the thing is, when the tribe were having the meeting, they said that something big is about to happen. Pennywise is going to go back to a hibernation. So I wonder, because my thing is, I don't think it's going to end in a good term. As far as I think it's
oh,
going to end where a lot of people are going to die, and it's not going to be
hmm,
a happy ending, and he's going to go back to hibernation. Or they're going to use that weapon and injure him, and he goes into hibernation. But I don't think it's going to be something's going to happen. It's going to be a sad ending, which
yeah,
I would be okay. I would be fine with.
yeah.
But Pennywise is he's out there. But
Oh
overall,
yeah,
great episode. Is building up, and we finally got to see Pennywise. And since now that he's out showing more himself, I feel like we're gonna get more and more um, of his cruelty towards them kids, and even now the adults too.
yeah,
So see what happened. But it sucks that one character had to die. Uh, I was trying to like
yeah.
him.
Hmm.
I'm talking
Agreed.
about
Yeah,
Leroy's friend, but it was that's another issue. The way he died was kind of dumb. I was like, you could have just put your hand right there and just go.
yeah, and lift up, like
Instead of put your,
push up, so the bullet would have trajected upward instead of ew. Let me put the gun toward my chest. Like, dude, the fuck?
but I think they just did that just to push. I guess another. I guess story, an underlying story with Holleran and his power. If you can see at the end of
Yeah,
those, so but we'll see what happens with that. But
agreed.
that's it for me. Might as well let's just go ahead and jump right into it and give this episode its accolade. As you guys are well aware, 5 excellent, 4 good, 3 average, 2 below average, 1 poor quality, and of course, as always, 0 horrible. Iris, what do you think of this episode at all?
This one I have to give it. I want to say I gotta give it a 4. I gotta get. It was really, really good. I wouldn't say it's excellent because there are some pieces that kind of annoy you. I think more characters, as you mentioned, that kind of tear you away. That it's like sometimes when you see someone irritating on the screen, you're like over it. Um, but but yeah, this one, especially what happens to Lily's little friend from the patty cakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, you got what your ass deserve. Now you'll act right. you know, um, but I'm glad she was looking out and she didn't blame the whole situation on Lily when, Lily was just trying to save her ass. But my whole thing is like, why would you do that to yourself anyway? Like, why wouldn't you run to an adult? Like, oh my gosh, something's going on with me. I just, whatever. But yeah. So, so I'm giving this one 4 accolades.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'll give it a 4. Yeah. Again, it's just some character irritating. Maybe it's the acting that's good, but I just find Lily's character irritating. And even again, Ronnie, just how she keeps pushing to go to the police when she already knows what happened when they went to the police. And you got Lily pushing pills on them kids.
Yeah.
like, what
That
the
didn't
hell?
work.
Yeah.
Just don't work.
But overall, it was a good episode. I'm finally happy that we finally got to see Pennywise. So now it's just the anticipation of what's going to happen next because everything's coming together. The army, the tribe,
Yeah, the adults and
hollering
the
and shouting.
children
Yeah.
realizing they both know about the same thing. Yeah. The only thing I really do hope they explain to us, even if it's not in this season, but just a part of the show in general, is that because those little shard things are nowhere mentioned in the It movies,
Hmm.
I want to know what happens to at least the main one that they use, you know?
Well,
Um,
now Lily got possession of it, so
yeah. But I mean, like, I want to know how they explain where that disappeared because that piece of shard is nowhere mentioned in the movies.
true.
So they have to, it's either got to be lost, destroyed, whatever. The pillars, of course, were still in place, have to stay in place because even in the movies, he's never left Derry. So something has to happen unless the
Yeah.
military disappears with it eventually. But
Overall, I would say great episode. Can't wait to see what happened next. Um, if you guys have any thoughts or any prediction as far as this show episode go, leave a comment down below. If you're more into the lore than us, let us know. Your prediction as far as the show, or if you know more about the shard, if you heard it somewhere, leave a comment down below. But of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Y'all have a good day.